Okay, so let me give you a quick background of who I am and what I've done so that you guys can trust the information that I'm going to be giving you in today's video. In terms of my background, I actually studied accounting and finance in university, graduated, and then I went to work as an accountant in London City. So I've got a lot of experience when it comes to managing big companies' accounts. So this is what I did before I actually started my eBay business. So when I first started selling on eBay, because my eBay store wasn't a limited company at the very start, I was selling as an individual. So when it came to submitting my profits and my revenues, etc., that I was making for my eBay store, I had to submit it through self-assessment. So bear in mind, I'm based in the UK, so everything I'm about to tell you primarily relates to sellers within the UK. I'm not sure how things work in places like US or Canada, so you need to go away and research how your country's taxes work. So all my viewers that are based in the UK, you guys are going to find value in this video. So because my business wasn't a limited company to start off with, and I was just trading as an individual, I had to submit my taxes through self-assessment. So for all you guys out there that are selling on eBay right now, even if you've only sold £1,000 worth of goods, £2,000, even £1 worth of goods, you need to make sure that you register for self-assessment. If you want to do things right anyway, try and register for self-assessment and submit all your eBay income on your self-assessment. But one thing that you guys need to be aware of is that you're not going to have to pay taxes until you make around £12,000 profit. So even if you do around £50,000 in revenue as an individual, what you're going to have to do in your self-assessment is put all your expenses. So that's things like a new computer, stationery, ink, anything you had to buy as an individual to run your eBay business. You have to put that on your self-assessment tax return. The only time you're going to have to start paying taxes is when your profit reaches over 12,500. So this is what I had to do at the start of my eBay journey. I had to register for self-assessment and then submit all my tax returns through self-assessment, and I only had to start paying taxes once my profit was over 12,500. So if your eBay business does do over 12,500 in profit, you're gonna have to pay the basic rate. So that's between 12,500 to 50,000 pounds. You're gonna have to pay 20% of your profits, and then the higher rate is gonna be 40%, which is if your profits are between 50,000 and £1 to 150,000. And then the additional rate is 45% of your profits, which will be over 150,000 pounds. So I'm not going to go into too much details of how these rates work. I'm going to link the website down below so that you can do further reading on this. I'm just going to give you a basic understanding of how taxes work, just so that you can prepare yourself when you do start making profits on eBay. So moving on to the next stage of my eBay journey, once I registered my eBay business as an actual limited company in the UK, I had to start paying corporation tax. So corporation tax is charged every single year at 19% as of 2021. So the way that works is that, for example, if my business did £500,000 in revenue, but my expenses came to around 400,000. So when I say expenses, I mean things like the product cost, stationery, equipment, laptop, computer, the rent of my office space. If all of that came to a total of 400,000, I'm going to be left with £100,000 profit. So what I would have to pay at that point is 19% of the £100,000, which comes to a total amount of £19,000. This just gives you an idea of how corporation taxes work. Corporation taxes are not charged on the amount of money you make. E.g., if your business did the £500,000, it's only the profit that your business makes. That's the corporation tax you're going to have to pay, and that's once a year. So I have to pay corporation tax every single year for my eBay store, Amazon store, and my Shopify stores as well. Anything that's registered as a limited company, I'm gonna have to pay 19% of the profits. That's why you need to make sure that you speak to an accountant so that they know exactly what you can deduct in terms of expenses so that you can reduce the amount you have to pay every single year in taxes. So the next form of tax that I have to pay is VAT. So the way VAT works is that once your business reaches £85,000 in revenue, you're gonna have to pay either quarterly VAT or yearly VAT. You can choose which one you wanna do. So the way VAT works is that once your business is getting close to doing £85,000 within any financial year, you're gonna have to register for your business to become VAT registered. A lot of company owners don't really like this because once you become VAT registered, you kind of lose your competitive edge, because you're going to have to start increasing your prices, because you're going to have to now start adding 20% VAT on all of your sales. So for example, prior to you becoming VAT registered, you was probably selling an item for, let's say, £10, but once you become VAT registered, you're going to have to add 20% on top of that £10. So that's going to be around £2 that you're going to have to add on top. So you're going to have to start selling that product for around £12. So a lot of company owners don't really like this because you're going to have to add an extra amount on top of the amount you're already charging to your customers, which might make them go to a cheaper business. So quarterly VAT payments is something that I need to pay every 3 months. At the start, I didn't really like it because it kind of created a lot more work, a lot more admin. But now that it's been around 3-4 years since I've been VAT registered, I've just had to make it work, and I'm only able to make it work by making sure that my store is branded properly. I make sure that all my stores are branded properly in terms of my eBay business, Shopify, Amazon businesses, And I also try to make sure that I'm a specialist with whatever product I'm selling. So even though I have to increase my prices to make sure that I'm collecting that 20% VAT for HMRC, at the end of the day, because I've built up my businesses to have a reputation, customers are happy to pay the high prices that I'm charging. But one of the main benefits that you get as a company owner for being VAT registered is that you're able to deduct the VAT that you're paying on any other service. So for example, if you bought a new MacBook for your business and the MacBook was £1,000, more than likely, if you look at the invoice, you're going to see that you paid £200 in VAT, which means that you're going to be able to deduct that £200 from your VAT bill that you're going to get from HMRC. So for example, if your quarterly VAT bill comes up to around £1,000, you're going to be able to take off that amount that you paid for that laptop, which was £200, which is going to bring your VAT bill down to £800. And you're going to be able to do this for any product or service that you bought for your business in that period. So those are the main points about VAT that I'm going to touch on in this video. VAT goes a lot more deeper. So if you want me to make a more in-depth video, put it down below that you want to see a more in-depth video on VAT and just any tax in general, because in this video, I'm just going to jump through all the various taxes that I had to pay just so that you guys can have an insight and go away and do your own research. So those are the two main taxes that I have to pay. The corporation tax every year, and I also have to pay quarterly VAT payments. But the next largest tax that I have to pay is import taxes. So whenever I'm importing stuff from anywhere around the world, but mainly China, I have to pay import taxes to do so. So the way it works is that I send the money to my supplier, the supplier ships the goods to me, and then I get an invoice from whatever shipping company I use, whether it's FedEx, UPS, or DHL. So the amount that I normally have to pay is around 20% of whatever I sent to the supplier. So for example, if I sent £10,000 to my supplier, I'm gonna have to pay £2,000 in import charges. But the way it works is that I'm able to deduct that £2,000 from my quarterly VAT tax bill, so it's not too bad. So those are the main three taxes I have to pay: corporation tax, VAT, and import taxes. There's various other taxes that I have to pay, like employee taxes and employer taxes. I have to pay income tax and NI on the money that I pay myself. And I also have to pay employer taxes as well. So when you're a director of a company and you're paying yourself a salary, you have to pay income tax, NI, and you also have to pay employer taxes. And I believe that when you're a director, but you've put someone else on your payroll, you're going to be able to pay less taxes. So this is something that you guys need to do some more research on as well. So that's why I always advise people to go and speak to an accountant, because there's so many ways that you can structure your business when it comes to hiring people, paying yourself. So make sure that you speak to an accountant, make sure you do your own research, make sure you try to read as much books as you can on the topic. In this video, I'm only going to briefly touch on what taxes I pay. I'm not going to go too in depth on how the taxes work, but if you want a more detailed video, put it in the comments down below and I'll make a more detailed tax video if you guys want to see it. I hope you got value from this video, guys. If you did, don't forget to press the like button, as it really helps out the channel in a big way. Whilst you're down there, don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you don't miss all the weekly videos that I'm going to release to help you make money on either eBay or Shopify. Don't forget to add me on Instagram as well. If you got any questions, comment it down below. I'll be more than happy to answer it for you. All right, guys, I'll see you next week. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.